start for the new NFL season between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. To throw again on second down. Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Now it's Herbert. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Jameson Williams. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. first down. Osborne looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Kramer. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll run on first down. Chase, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Chase, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, Chase. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. Tackle made by Chase Young.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To Williams on the jet sweep. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Herbert. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Being chased out left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, LA! A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Osborne. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Herbert. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Looking to throw. Osborne. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some damage.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there, and he threw a 5th interception,
I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Herbert now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 8 yards out. And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this block.
And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play there for L.A. And even 60 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Jamar Chase, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now, or win.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass in the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. It's Herbert. Throw out wide to Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert back to the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the 50, here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On fourth down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Osborne. They'll set up the screen for Dawkins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the run.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Back to throw. Osborne. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On fourth down, Osborne. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. They find some open field here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Herbert. Got a man open. It's Chase. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort. I don't know if it's technique.
Touchdown! A great play there. 28 yards. And the Rams get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game.
Back now here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it up. And the Rams are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off play action. Osborne. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
One thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The Seahawks on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And some room to work. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Looking to throw. Osborne. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got a man. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Herbert on first down now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Osborne. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
42, Seahawks, 28. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes and down he goes. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. Herbert throwing again. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come forward and win. I just scraped it off the top.